Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a Paternoster rig, also known as a dropper rig. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, it helps us out a lot. Anyways guys, let's get straight into it. Step 1 is to create a dropper loop at the bottom of your line for your sinker. So to do this, you just fold your line in half, create a loop like so, and then you want to wrap this line through the loop just twice, and then before pulling tight you just want to lubricate those wraps with some water or some saliva, and make sure you're holding this little tag as well as your main leader with one hand, and with the other you just pull the loop. Make sure you pull it tight, and that's your dropper loop. Cut this little tag end off, and now you can attach the weight. So to attach the weight on the dropper loop, you just need to pinch your line and feed it through the weight like so, and then make sure you go around the weight and then just pull it tight. This way, if you ever need to change weights, because let's say your sinker's too small or it's too big, all you'd have to do is just push your line back through the eye and just pull it off. Then you could easily change weights the same way. So feed the line through the eye of the weight, up and around, and then just pull it tight. Now that the first step's out of the way, step 2, you want to leave about a 12-inch or 30-centimeter gap between your weight and where you're going to put your first hook. And what you do is you would fold your line again, pinching it with one hand, and with the other hand you want to create a loop like so. Wrap the line through that loop 5 times. So that's 3, 4 and 5. So you want to lubricate the line around those wraps and then pull it tight. Then you should have a dropper loop that looks like this. Now you want to hold each side of the line with one hand and then bring them together to create a loop like this, and then use your fingers to hold the loop in place. And with these two lines, they should be parallel to each other, so pretty much right beside each other. What you want to do with these lines is wrap them around each other 6 times like so, making sure you keep this gap in the center. And then you want to pull the dropper loop that we just tied, you want to pull that through the gap like so. Make sure that the knot comes through the gap as well, and then you want to slowly tighten it by pulling on both sides of the line at the same time. But you want to keep it a little loose to make sure that the dropper loop that we tied is actually passed through that gap. Once you're sure that the dropper loop is through that gap, you want to lubricate the lines like so, and then you can pull it tight. Now this should create a T-knot, so your loop stays out to the side and it reduces any sort of tangles. Let's say we were to add a hook on this first dropper, so you would feed it through the eye of the hook, go around the hook, pull it tight. So now if you have a look, the hook stays away from the line because that T-knot keeps it out to the side and puts a bit more distance between your hook and your actual line. If you're targeting bigger fish, you just want to keep it with a single dropper loop because you don't want to have a double hookup and then 2 fish pulling in opposite directions, because that'll definitely cause some issue, especially with you on the other end pulling from the top. So then you're pretty much done. All you'll do is add your swivel if you are using this rig for bigger species. But if you're targeting smaller species, sort of estuary fish and that sort of thing, all you would have to do to add a second dropper is leave about another 12-inch or 30-centimeter gap, and then just repeat the exact same process. So you want to fold your line, create a loop, feed the line through the loop 5 times. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Lubricate the line with some water or some saliva, and then pull it tight like so, and that gives us our dropper loop. And to turn that into a T-knot, you grab either side of the line with one hand, create a loop like so, use your fingers to hold it in place, and then you want to wrap these 2 lines around each other 6 times. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then through this gap you want to pull the dropper loop like this, and then slowly start to pull on both sides of the line at the same time to tighten it. And then before you completely tighten it, you want to lubricate it well like this, and make sure that the dropper loop has definitely passed through that gap. Now we can pull it tight, and that is our second T-knot, which will also keep your hooks away from your line. And now you want to pinch the end to put your second hook on. If you struggle to get the hook on, you can just basically pass the line through your teeth and it'll make it a little bit pointier at the end. You feed the line through the eye of the hook, and then you want to make sure that the hook passes through the actual loop, and then you just pull it tight, and that is our second hook. And then you can leave about another 30 centimeters or 12 inches. Tie your swivel on. You just need to do 4 to 5 wraps is plenty. 3, 4, 5. Pull the tag end. Lubricate the line to prevent it from singeing and weakening. Then pull it tight. Now we just cut it. Now we just cut the tag, and we are pretty much done. So you've got swivel down to our first dropper, so first hook, down to our second hook, and then our dropper loop at the bottom for our sinker. I hope this video helped, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.